On the book. Hey everyone, welcome to the impromptu show. Um, the five of us have been talking about action figures and DC collectibles and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I just kind of blurted out, "Hey, this is a show." So we've got three of us here. Chapman Films and Stu Murray 47 are unable to be here, but in our chat log, they are discussing with us. So as they are sending us messages, I'm going to try and do my best, and ODC and Automatica can help me try and keep track of the conversation. This all started out with talking about the Icons line, and one of us, me, this guy, was saying, oh, I don't know why they would release a Justice League 7-pack, and ODC has a good reason why they should, so, and this will probably stem into uh, other areas too as we're discussing. So um, ODC is eating some food. What's the food of choice today?
SpaghettiOs with meatballs.
Oh,
Excellent.
you gotta have the meatballs.
Yeah.
No
Uh,
Franks. Get the Franks out of here. Gross.
no. My grandma was always good at getting the SpaghettiOs without the meat in it, and then it just tasted like I was being cheated. Like there should be something else in here without the meatballs. So we have ODC and Automatica on camera today, and then chatting with us is going to be Stu and Chapman Films. So I'll start with let's start with Olivia. We'll get her impressions just on the Icons line. Like, what are you picking? You guys picking up anything? You and Todd? Like, how are you guys feeling about the Icons line and what they should do or not do? All that type of stuff.
So far we've picked up maybe 3 or 4 of them. We have Batman, Green Arrow, Harley, and Blue Beetle. I think that's all we have so far, and they're good. And I haven't reviewed any of them on my channel yet, but I tried filming Harley the other day. Didn't go so well. So I will be working on that shortly. But yeah, they're good figures, and I hope they continue to get better. The biggest issue off the top of my head is the lack of thigh swivel, but it's one thing. And obviously the scale. If you're not a fan of the scale, there's not much you can do about that. But we probably will continue to pick them up, but on like a cherry picking basis of like which characters we want. Not really trying to complete much of anything unless we decide to build like a Justice League or a Teen Titans or something. So yeah, good figures, and I'm pretty sure that DC Collectibles said that any Rebirth figures that will be coming out are going to be in the Icons line / scale. So I'm sure I will be picking up, like, they got to do a Wally, right? They got to do,
yeah.
like, I'm definitely going to want to get that. And, but, yeah. This whole conversation started with the new 52 pack is what we were talking about, and I wouldn't want to pick that up because, like Rob, you said in our chat, kind of over it. Like, I don't need any more new 52 stuff. Like, I'm ready to move on. I want Rebirth, and then, like, important or iconic looks of characters from like pre-Flashpoint continuity, which I think they'll still continue to do. So
Yeah. Hey, Anthony, are you available? Or are we still mid bowl?
Oh, I inhaled that shit real quick. I'm done already. I you know what? I don't know. Maybe more than I think about it. I'm not gonna get it just because I don't know. I already have the new 52 stuff that I wanted from. Well, I already have the Justice League set from We Can Be Heroes. So
yeah.
I guess I don't really need it, to be honest with you. If it was a pre-New 52 pack, I would be all over that shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh my god, I would be all over it with a 90s Justice League. I would be really excited about it.
That would be cool.
A Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Rayner,
yeah.
That'd be great.
Oh,
Hook Hand Aquaman.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as much as DC Collectibles have kind of been on my shit list as of late due to their quality control and I don't know, just certain things that bother me about DC Collectibles that they do that they didn't used to do. Which actually, a part of me wants them to go back to the simple articulation that they did have and just focus on the sculpts. But I'm going off topic here.
No, it's
so
fine.
I mean, I don't think I will be picking up this pack because we've had so many different versions of the new 52 figures and their original looks too that it's kind of worthless at this point. It's just, I think they're just, like Olivia said in the chat, they're just trying to appeal to people that want icons of the new 52 look. You know what I mean? It's for people that really liked the new 52. So I think they're just trying to, well, A, be a little bit greedy, and B, appeal to everyone.
Yeah.
So
What I'm looking at a couple of pictures that Stu put up from John Romita Jr.'s Superman run. The only 3 figures, and I can't quite see the whole list here, which I'm sure anybody out there, if you're watching, you can just Google Justice League 7-pack icons line, see the figures that we're talking about. But the Superman, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg are the only 3 figures that are totally new sculpts that we haven't seen previously. As far as, Batman, he's pretty much going to look exactly the same as the 7-inch, which you can faintly see them up there blurry. But
yeah, I think the
Superman,
only difference between the two are the gauntlets, the knee pads, and the boots.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be the same sculpt as this
Yeah.
guy, just with some adjustments, right?
Exactly, and black and gray instead of blue and gray.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Superman will have the hand gloves, which I'm looking here, and then his cape is a little farther back on the shoulders. Wonder Woman will be in her skirt, and Cyborg won't have the clunky, bulky armor that he had at the beginning of the New 52. Now, all that being said, if I saw somebody break the set out on eBay, I would go after Batman, just to have. I've got the blue icons Batman. I like the figure. I'm like you, Olivia. I've filmed the review for him, and I have yet to to upload it.
That's actually not Dick Grayson, by the way.
No, it's not. Somebody asked me that on my channel recently.
No. Yeah. Dick Grayson would have a different belt. Would have the Bat logo.
Yep.
He'd only have 2 fins on the gloves as well.
2 fins. Yep. So this is actually, I would consider this the Hush Batman, just with the way the black logo is on the.
It's
what you
No
call it?
No Man's Land? No.
No, it's I forgot the
I
name.
have the box. Hold on.
Yeah, I read it somewhere.
It's like Last
Rites.
Last Rites. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, which is right before R.I.P. I think Last Rites was actually a Robin storyline, if I remember correctly. I would have it somewhere. But yeah. Last Rites.
Last Rites.
Which
what are your last rites?
Which I really like that as far as the icons go. Isn't Green Arrow the long bow hunter?
Longbow hunter.
Yeah. So I like that this figure represents this particular storyline. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The other thing that started it, we were talking about the icons line and the Justice League 7-pack, and I had said I would be very surprised if this icons line 7-pack just doesn't turn into the Rebirth. Like, here's the box set for people that want to buy the box set, or we're going to bring them out single-carded figures just like they did with the We Can Be Heroes box set. So it wouldn't surprise me either way. Like, Anthony brought up a good point. I could see them to just put it out and go, here's the new 52 figures. We showed you. Here it is. And, maybe they won't release them singly because here's the 7-pack, but then they can focus going through the icons and giving you all the Rebirth figures. But with Rebirth being so big that we haven't seen San Diego Comic-Con yet, we haven't seen the full list of what they're going to do, but I would be really shocked if there's not a Rebirth something out there. I don't know what you guys think of, like, what we could get as far as action figure wise from Rebirth, or did Rebirth happen not like too soon that they're not at that stage to show anything yet?
At Comic-Con?
Yeah, Comic-Con. You think we'll see something?
No.
I don't know. I think we might, because I remember hearing, like, we knew Rebirth was happening. I think at Toy Fair, I think Rebirth had been, like, that was when they were, like, teasing the blue curtain thing and stuff.
Yeah.
And somebody asked, what's his name? Kevin something from DC Collectibles.
All I could think is
Kevin?
Kevin Feige, and that's the wrong Fletcher.
No, Fletcher.
Yes.
No, Jim Fletcher.
Jim Fletcher,
and
yeah.
Kevin Canary.
Yes.
They asked one of them, like, you know, are there going to be Rebirth figures? And he, like, didn't really have an answer, but he basically, like, hinted that they'd be icon scale, I think. I vaguely remember this. So if they knew about it, I feel like maybe they'll have, like, one figure to show at Comic-Con. Like, and I think it should be Wally, because, like, he was, like, the head of Rebirth, basically. That would be the smart thing to do. But
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, like, as far as, like, when they release the Rebirth figures, I'd be interested to see how they do that. Like, will they release a Wally figure? Will they maybe do, like, a Justice League pack, even though it's like, you know, they're maybe in a better position now to release everybody as a single card figure? I don't know. I think they might show us one thing at Comic-Con. And if not show us, maybe say, by the way, Rebirth figures are coming.
Yeah, or like concept art of like, here's a digital representation of what the figures are going to look like. This is coming. Yeah. So yeah, I'm torn either way. I heard somebody say that we would probably have a better chance of getting statues made first than we would figures, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with that logic or not. Not to say it couldn't happen, but
no, we'll see figures before we see statues. I mean,
figures are cheaper. Well, they're cheaper for us. I don't know, because of all the joints and the molds. Maybe they're cheap. Maybe statues are not much more to produce, you know, because like they're like one piece, one mold, whereas figures they like make all the little pieces and then they have to put them together. And
yeah. I mean, just as far as a representation, I could see them doing a mock statue, like do one, set it up, and then they can go into production, like you said, rather than go through the molds and the tooling. And even though doing digital printing, that's still going to take time to do it. But the last Toy Fair we saw some mock-ups, and was it somebody's arm or leg falling off as they were doing the going through looking at the figures? I can't remember if that sounds familiar. I'm probably wrong, but oh well. So hey, ODC's back.
I'm on two different things. Hold on a second.
We have ODC and Red Hood ODC.
Oh yeah.
I was on my tablet while I was eating. So.
Oh, that's how it happens. That'd be interesting. So if you've got your iPhone and your tablet and computer, we could potentially have three of you all in one.
We could.
Totally.
I could put Oreo on one, Maureen on the other, and then
yeah, I don't. That was the crux of the conversation of what we think they're going to possibly going to do as far as figures. I know you guys have been reading Rebirth. What have you guys have thought about it up to this point? We could tie it back into action figures, and because of Rebirth, what comics did you like, and who goes, okay, this comic's done really well. This character now needs a figure, needs to be one of the first in the line, because that's the thing I like about icons. They're not going, okay, we're doing Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all right in the front. You know, we've got Mr. Miracle and Black Adam. Yeah. They're all over the place, which I kind of like. But, you know, Superman just recently came out, isn't that right? Superman, Harley, and... So.
Atomica, Aquaman, and, Superman. That was the latest wave, and Harley.
I at least want to get Superman out of that.
Yeah. He looks good. You just got to make sure you look at the eyes, because he looks like he smoked a lot of weed.
Hey! He would have to smoke a lot of weed, too. It's Superman.
Hey, saved a cat out of a tree.
Yeah.
Can a guy have a toke?
Yeah, why not? How about he be doing gravity bong hits? Like, it's crazy. Like, it's his job.
Gravity
every one an hour.
What have you guys read? that made me laugh. I don't know. I choked up. What have you guys read, Rebirth-wise? We'll tie this back and forth between comics and action figures. Since I'm on you, Anthony, what have you recently read and liked, and where are you going to go from here as far as reading moving forward?
I've read Green Lantern Corps #1, #2. I've read what else? Aquaman #1. I've read the DC Universe Rebirth #1, and that's pretty much it.
Gotcha. Olivia.
I've read everything since DC Universe Rebirth. I've read every issue, and I'm really liking pretty much everything. So, good job, DC.
Yeah. I'm on all the primary Batman titles, and then Teen Titans, Justice League, which hasn't come out yet. As far as stuff that's out, I did finally got my bundle from DCBS, so I haven't read through Green Arrow yet. I finished The Flash, and because of The Flash, I enjoyed that. I talked to my guy at my comic shop where I'm getting books and said, hey, add me to The Flash and Green Arrow. And I've been hearing good things about Percy writing Green Arrow, because I was on Green Arrow leading into Rebirth, and I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I was reading it because I liked the Arrow TV show on some aspects, and I love the Green Arrow as a character, so that's one of those where I'm like, well, I like him as a character, but I'm hearing, and I think because of Rebirth, it's like the strings have been let loose and the shackles, and they can start writing these characters as they should be, and we're out of the box that the New 52 had put a lot of these characters in. So Detective Comics, I absolutely love that book, probably for a lot of obvious reasons. The Batman book has been a real slow burn. I can tell there's a Scott Snyder influence in King's writing, where it took like middle of the Court of the Owls to go, oh, this is really good. But I felt like Detective Comics started off right from the front. And Tomasi on Superman has been really, really good. I haven't read Action Comics yet, but it's in my bundle.
Action Comics is really good too.
So that's a question I wanted to ask. I don't know if Stu is listening to us. I believe he is.
He's listening. He'd like us to say grapefruit.
Grapefruit?
Grapefruit?
There you go, Stu.
What does that mean?
Still no grapefruit.
Still no grapefruit. He's trying to figure out how far behind he is in the stream. Like us. Apparently he is.
Grapefruit. We should just say grapefruit for the next 20 minutes, so he's
tomato.
Then he won't know where he is.
Yes.
Grapefruit.
Yeah,
Tomato.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Now the question I want to ask, since I've read the 2 Superman books, I haven't read Action yet. Are the stories connected? Do I have to read Action and Superman, or are they telling 2 separate stories?
They're telling 2 separate stories.
Okay.
Because Action Comics is supposed to be mostly about Lex Superman.
Okay.
At the moment, it's not just that, but they're not like directly connected in like the same thing is happening. So.
Because I know in the 90s that was a thing, that the Superman stories told one linear story. It started in Superman, went to Action, went to whatever they all were. So I thought it was the same thing. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm wondering, is it one of those? Do I need to call my guy and get added to Action Comics because it's that good?
It's really good. Like that one. We've had 2 issues of it so far, and the first week it was my like top book of the week. Like, and that came out the same week as. Was that the same week as Detective? And stuff?
Yes.
I think it is, and that like even topped Detective for me. And then the second week, I think it was probably like my second favorite. It was very good.
Wow, cool. Yeah, I'll probably find out later tonight once I read Action. I'll probably add one more book to the poll.
Yeah.
Red Hood is coming out this month. Is that
July 27th? I think. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's gonna be terrible.
Scott Lobdell.
Scott Lobdell.
They need to make him a villain again. They need to stop with this fucking hero shit. He's not a hero. He's not even an anti-hero. He's a villain. They need to make Red Hood a villain again.
I liked.
Sorry. Go.
No, I was with Anthony. I liked him, Red Hood, better when, yay, Jason Todd's alive, and Bruce can't be happy for it. That now his former partner, is a bad guy. Now he's got to go out and fight him, which I think makes him more dangerous than the Joker.
Well, that's the essence of his character. I mean,
He's a fallen Robin. That's the whole reason why I enjoyed that character, is because he had his own reasons why he hates Batman. You know what I mean? Like, he has his reasons why he can't stand the other Robins. Like, he's felt like he was betrayed. Batman just moved on from him. He didn't give a shit about him. So, and in a lot of ways, Batman does act that way sometimes towards people, and I think that's kind of jacked up. But they need to make him a villain again. They need to, like, bring the old Red Hood back from the pre-New 52 and shoot this Red Hood in the face and just be like, you're a shell of who I actually am.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't even mind him being an anti-hero,
Yeah.
but being so much of an anti-hero that he's really blurring the lines. Like, yeah, he stopped a school bus from, with a bunch of kids going over into the river, but he shot 400 people in the process of doing it because...
Well, yeah, you want him like the Punisher.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what you want.
Yeah, that's what I want, yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Olivia. We cut
I
you
was
off.
gonna say, yeah,
9
he
times.
should be like the Punisher kind of character in the DC universe, because, like, I mean, how long can he possibly be like a complete and total villain and, like, still have, like, stories to tell? But you don't want him to be like a total good guy. That's, like, what's the point? But I'm curious to see what's happening next, because he's paired up with these two new characters that, like, why? Like, Bizarro and Artemis. Why? It's the most bizarre thing. So it's got to be like I don't even know. But it's still Scott Lobdell, so it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
That's what I just
Yeah,
like.
I'm not gonna read that shit.
I'm in utter disbelief that Scott Lobdell is still employed by DC Comics.
I can't believe David Goyer is still employed by DC or Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Yeah.
Fuck David Goyer. Fuck him and his stupid, ignorant face.
Has everybody watched Ultimate BVS Cut?
Not yet.
Oh my God!
Not yet. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait 3 weeks and just buy it. I'm not doing this. That's some greedy shit that they're trying to pull. But selling the digital copy.
Copy.
I can't talk. Yes, the digital copy. He's selling the digital copy 3 weeks before the actual physical copy comes out. I think that's some greedy shit.
I do too, and I think it's the whole digital age. It's something that the old man in the room is bitching about. Like, I still listen to CDs. I've got a wall of physical DVDs here. I read hard copy floppy books to go. I like the aspect of, like, I'm not going to take my books on a trip. I can read them digital. I'm fine with that. Take my movies on my phone on a trip. I don't have to take a VCR or a DVD player, whatever you have. But this is a whole way of going, if people start buying digital, then we can stop making hard copy stuff, and the physical products will be gone. And my fear is once iTunes or Comixology goes, we're done, it's gone, and you lose whatever content you have because you don't physically own it unless you physically download it and you can transport it to other devices. But computers will crash, so you lose your crap, you're done. You've
That's
got
what
nothing
I'm saying.
to back it up on. I don't want to own my action figures on a on a thing. Oh, look, I got the new Batman figure. Look, he's right here. I want to be able to actually hold it. So that's
I'm the same way. I don't know. That's why I buy trades. Like, I wait for the trades to come out. Like, I'm not a single copy guy, and I'm like, the collections that I have that are single issues, like, I get the ones that are important to me.
Mhm.
But that's why I get trades. It's less space. I like having the physical copy. I don't have to rely on my tablet or my computer. You know what I mean? Like, what if my battery dies? Well, my battery won't die on a trade, so I can have that and read it whenever I want. So that's, I think, a lot of the reason why I don't really get into digital. Like, I'll read it if it's something I want to read quick, like really fast, like on the fly, and I don't have the physical copy around. But other than that, I'm not a digital person, especially with movies. I like owning the copy. I'm like you, Rob.
And with the digital copy, somebody graciously hooked some of us up to be able to to see a digital copy, so I didn't go out and get it myself.
Yeah.
But you know, I am buying the physical copy, and I'm getting the Amazon version with the statue, and it's like it comes with a digital copy. Why am I know people that are going out and buying the digital copy because they can't wait, and then they're going to go to Walmart and buy the DVD, and it's going to come with a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. I'm like, why? You got ants in the pants for 3 weeks. You can't wait 3 weeks.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. It's $20 for the digital. It's $24 for everything in 3 weeks. Just wait 3 weeks.
Yeah, when you pre-order the physical copy that comes with a digital copy, they should send you your digital code 3 weeks in advance so that you can watch it. Like, you ordered that movie. That's not right.
Yeah, or give you a discount, or send you a voucher. Since you bought the digital copy already, you only have to pay this much to get the physical copy. That's what they should do too. Yeah.
Stu just said at the end of the day, it's a business, and people in capital letters know they can't wait. Which a guy I do have been on his podcast with, he's like, I can't wait. He's like, I got to double down. I got to get it. And he's like, and I'll give the other digital copy away, so I'm not out for anything. I'm like, just wait. It's 3 weeks, you know.
It's like fucking Marvel Legends collectors. They can't wait either. They spend $60 on a figure that's gonna be out in a week because they gotta have it now. That's the age we live in, dude.
I know.
Patience, they can't help it. And companies capitalize because they're greedy. They don't give a shit. It's an extra profit. It's a way to keep my job, so we'll turn that profit.
Yeah, Stu just says, look at The Force Awakens. Look at everything. Yeah.
Yep. I just wait. I don't give a shit. I just wait.
Yeah, that's me. That's a hard thing to say. Like, all right, I'm gonna buy this collector's, or even if I just pre-order the regular edition, to then go, well, this comes out 3 weeks earlier, and the digital copy to be like, but I'm gonna get it in 3 weeks. You know, I think the more people do stuff like that, the more we're perpetuating this whole entire thing. People spending $40 on the DC Comics Multiverse Mattel Harley Quinn figure, like, oh, I got my figure. You know why you're paying $60 right now? Because somebody in California got it before you did. They're putting it up on eBay, and it just hasn't made its way across the United States. You're going to get it. Go to your local Walmart right now and look at all the pegs full of all the multiverse figures that people aren't buying. You're going to get it. Just get the ants out of your pants for 4 seconds.
Exactly, and on top of that, by the time the figure ships to you, it'll be in stores in your area.
Yeah. Yeah, the perfect example with that was the Dark Knight Rises figures. I wanted the Collect and Connect bat signal. So, talk my wife, and I need to order Ra's al Ghul, and I need to order John Blake, because I can't find those figures anywhere. 2 months later, I found nothing but John Blakes and Ra's al Ghul's, and I paid double the price just because I had to have it now. That's the last time I do that. That's the last time. Which, you know, I think we've talked about it before about pre-ordering stuff. You've got to pre-order this figure right now. You got to pre-order it right now because you're not going to get it later. And then I pre-order it and then pay a little extra in shipping. I go to Walmart and there it sits on the shelf 2 months later. And I'm like, son of a gun. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the pre-order stuff. And I don't like pre-ordering something in advance and then having somebody go to a store and pick it up ahead of me. I'm like, I pre-ordered this.
Yeah.
I should, like, if I pre-order it from Amazon or Big Bad Toy Store, the day that drops in the store, they need to have it, ship it to me so I get it same day, rather than going. The biggest example I had was from Dorkside, the Red Hood figure from Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Everybody else got it, and they're like, well, we haven't received our shipment yet. I'm like, I end up having to cancel it because I could just walk into my comic shop and pick it up.
Yep.
So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I just went on a huge tirade.
See, I don't give a shit whether I go to the store or whether it comes to me. I'd rather I just wait. I don't have an issue with it going in stores before it coming in the mail. Either way, I don't care. At the end result is I have it, so I don't give a shit. Pre-ordering is just easier for me because it just ships to me. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. Hi, the mailman rings the doorbell. I come downstairs and I pick it up and I bring it upstairs. So I don't really care.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I do like that part.
I do agree with that. Like that, anything that can come to my door and it doesn't cost me a penny more,
Yep.
that's coming to my door because that's easy and it's guaranteed that I'm getting it. And then anything like, that's why, as much as I don't like spending the money for like a full wave of figures, when I want that full wave of figures, part of me is like, yeah, I get to just pre-order the whole wave and it's easy. Yep. But like if I want to cherry pick, I'm always like, all right, that means I have to go make sure I get that 1 or 2 figures.
Yep, because then I'm on the phone with Target, or then I'm on the phone with Toys R Us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do you have this? I got to make sure I get beat all the other dickheads that are trying to scalp it. You know what I mean? Just so I can get the one figure that I want to get. So I either get the whole wave, or then I'm hunting. So I just rather just pre-order the shit. It's just so much less of a hassle to have to worry about if I'm going to end up getting it or not.
Yeah.
I hear that. I think I've got the old school collector still in me that I like going to the store and finding it. But I agree with you to know that, hey, there's a yellow little slip in my mailbox. Cool. That means I got to wait for the post office to open up, and I can go there, walk behind the counter, and pick it up. Or, because
your post office sucks.
And my post office sucks. If I change the physical address so it's here, then UPS will drop straight to my back door. But then it's just sitting on my back door. So that's a whole other thing. So, but yeah, I do like that, knowing I'm getting the figure. It could be a month from now. It could be 2 months from now. I'm gonna get it. But it's more of like when there's no confirmation of shipping, where it's like, okay, everybody else in the world is getting it. The people that have pre-ordered it, the people that walked into a store, and I'm just sitting there going, did I just get screwed on a low-level online site, or pre-ordering it through eBay and then just that person never getting their cases to send out to people? So that always scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like when you go to a store and you'll see like either a rare figure or something that you've been looking for, or that you missed out on the pre-order, you canceled the pre-order due to certain situations, like you were looking for something else at that time, or whatever the extenuated circumstance might be. But there's nothing like walking into a store and being like, oh my God, this is just sitting here.
Yeah.
And it's for $7 or $10 or whatever. There's nothing like that feeling. It's like it kind of reminds you of why you collect to begin with. It's like, because before pre-ordering, it was just all about the hunt. You had to go to the stores. You had to make yourself available and put in the time and effort. But like that's like with Walgreens exclusives. I think one I ordered online. The only one was the Emperor's Wrath Darth Vader, just so I made sure I had at least one. So I ordered one, and then I was like, well, I plan on getting having at least 2. So I hunted for the other one. And usually with exclusives, like when it's store exclusives, I'll just go hunt for those, because they're a pain in the ass to order online, to be honest with you, especially through their websites. So.
You just brought up Star Wars. I know, Olivia, Todd's still collecting Black Series. How are you guys feeling about the Black Series, the way it's panning out right now? Is there something that you're waiting for? Like, what's the next Black Series that's on your radar, or what do you currently have?
It's been a while since we've gotten a new wave, right?
Yeah.
The next wave has like Revan in it, and that one, and Sabine, and all of them.
I think there's going to be 2 more waves.
Or two, okay.
I think there might be one that drops in September, and I think another one that drops in December for Rogue One.
That's still really far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Todd's looking forward to any more Rebels figures, because they came out really, really nice. And then Revan. But those the new San Diego Comic-Con exclusive ones look really good too. And I'm assuming they'll put them on Hasbro Toy Shop like they did last year with the exclusives. Which was a bit of a crazy experience, but I mean I got what I bought, and so hopefully this year they give you the day, they give you like time or whatever, you just sit and you wait. It'd be nice to be able to grab those. The Obi-Wan Kenobi looks especially really good. Like
yeah,
I could actually care less about the Kylo, only due to the fact that I'm getting the Mafex Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
On top of that, I plan on getting an old boy head, and that looks way better. So I'm gonna pass on that entirely. I don't need it. All I want is I want at least 2 Obi-Wans. That's
Obi-Wan looks really good. If Obi-Wan looks as good as he does in that that prototype picture, whatever, is that what it's called? then it's going to be good. But unfortunately, I imagine the paint job won't be quite as good in the final figure.
I think it will. For some reason, San Diego Comic-Con exclusives get that extra bit of love.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I think they're going to look good. To be honest with you, I see. This is what pisses me off though about Hasbro and toy companies in general. Don't give us a figure that we've been yearning for. It's like Hasbro if they were to give us the Jim Lee Cyclops and make it a fucking San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. That would piss me off. That would really piss everyone off. And especially with this because we've been clamoring for old Obi-Wan, which we should have gotten Wave 1.
Right.
Or Wave 2, or Wave or any wave since then, and you make it an exclusive like that. That really kind of just rubs me the wrong way when they do shit like that.
You know what an exclusive figure would be? FN 218. That's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure. You know, I'm trying to think of other. Admiral Akbar might be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It's not a figure that like people are going to want it, but it's not like Obi-Wan Kenobi that every single person on the planet is going to want Obi-Wan Kenobi or Darth Vader. The only way to get Darth Vader is to get an exclusive. It's like, come on, that's hurting your fan base, and you're like, oh great, I got 900 fins, awesome. Which is something I wanted to ask you guys. I complain about a lot. Is my local Walmart? I have just now seen the Flame Trooper show up. And that was like 2 days ago. My Walmart just got that case. So I don't know do you guys have that problem? You're going in, it's the same wave all the time. In the 5 Walmarts that I have within driving distance, it's like they just put 900 of those all over the place. There are fins everywhere. TIE fighter pilots. I don't know. It's to the point where it's like, I'm going to have to go online, where I really hope to get Revan. I'm not going to see Revan at all around me whatsoever.
You will. Give it time.
Eventually. You'll see it here after everybody else.
I got a feeling that figure is going to be overhyped, but a dime a dozen. Because he's supposed to be two per case. It's not going to be...
Not going to be the chase?
It's not going to be a chase. They're not going to do that with him. Because he was a fan vote. They're not going to make him 1 per case. They want to make sure all the fans get them. So.
All right.
I wouldn't even worry about that. I mean, if you get worried, I would just pre-order the wave because it's good. This next wave is going to be really good. I mean, really good. You got the AT-AT driver. You have Revan. You have Leia that everyone's been wanting, and hopefully the face is a little bit better, my lord. Face. But, I mean, you also have C-3PO. There's a lot of characters that we've been wanting that are coming in this. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you ask me, should have been a part of that wave. That would have made it probably the best Star Wars wave that we've got yet. But
because you would have the 2 previous waves of having New Hope Luke. Now you're going to have New Hope Leia, New Hope Obi-Wan Kenobi. And is it New Hope C-3PO, or is that Empire?
No, it's Force Awakens.
Oh, Force Awakens. Okay, that's right. But still, even with that, I haven't seen. Does he come with a gold arm?
Yeah, he comes with the red arm. Yeah.
The red arm. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if they had like the interchangeable arm that you could have either or.
No, because then they can get more money when they release one with the gold arm.
And that'll be the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive in 2017.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, they're definitely going to. We all know that they're going to release old Obi-Wan separately. Like we know. I think it's going to be like the Jabba the Hutt set. Like they released Jabba after.
Right.
You know what I mean? After the set was already out. Like they released him single, but he didn't have the accessories that he came with. Like. That's what I'm assuming they'll do with Kylo, too. Like, they'll release an unmasked Kylo, but he won't come with the helmet, or he won't come with,
Ugh.
the rest
The
of the
flags.
accessories.
That'll be like the fifth Kylo that they release.
But
they
they're
did
going to
that.
do it. They're going to
Ugh.
they're going to do it.
Good.
And he's got a better light. He's got the lightsaber from the
Kmart exclusive.
Kmart exclusive. Obi-Wan comes with believe the Princess Leia hologram
and table.
Yeah.
table, and there's a
Yeah.
couple other little accessories. It looks like Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber as well as his. And he comes with a cloth robe, which is thank you for not listening to all the dipshit fans that don't like cloth with their action figures.
So where are you guys on the cloth action
I love it.
Goods?
I love it.
I love it. It looks great.
It looks
great on these Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
My only complaint, I haven't opened up Luke yet, and that was one. Like my Walgreens doesn't get anything but to find Han and Luke and a Rebels figure. I bought two of them, bought Han and Luke. But I wish the cloth goods cape were just a little bit tighter, a little more form-fitting, so it's not like Barbie doll-ish a little bit. That Luke is a little bit, but the robes and capes, those look sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Luke has a little bit of a. He just got the wrong size robe,
Yeah. And in all fairness, in the movie, it does look like he's wearing Uncle Owen's robe. Like, okay, I'm an adult now. I'm in this long, big robe. But so it does fit,
Yeah. And Kylo, if Kylo didn't have, if he had plastic, if he had all plastic robe, he'd look like shit.
You wouldn't be able to move it either.
Yeah, it would look like the Figure Arts one, and there's nothing. I still like my Figure Arts Kylo Ren. Don't get me wrong, but when you get him into certain poses, it looks like he's got a bunch of cardboard sticking out of his leg. It doesn't look right. So cloth is a must get. That's why I'm so excited for the Mayfex Kylo, because oh my god, that is like the Kylo to get. If you were to get one Kylo Ren, get that one, because it comes with everything you need. It comes with the unmasked head. It comes with the lightsaber. It comes with the regular hilt. It comes with the damaged Vader mask. It comes with every single thing you need.
Mayfex is really, really killing it right now with all of the Star Wars, the BVS, the Suicide Squad figures. They all look amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. All I can say is that I hope that they worked on their joints though, because they are known to they fall apart.
They did because I have the one. All right, this was how I think they got their a kick in the ass. Was a ton of people, including me. Even I sent them an email saying, my Batman Dark Knight Rises figure is falling apart.
So did the Catwoman.
They sent me version 2. And there was also a version 2 of Catwoman that was revised and fixed, so they made the holes deeper. All their joints are fixed on them, because I actually I'm gonna test that out and see how consistent they are, because I also just ordered the Mayfex Darth Vader, and so that's coming. But I love their integration of cloth with plastic. I mean, it can't get any better than that. It really can't.
Stu is saying this is why he doesn't like. Hi, Sash, be quiet. Daddy's on the computer. Can't say on the phone. But Stu is saying that's why he doesn't like the soft goods. I miss the Superpowers action figures that had the cloth capes, and then Mattel we get the plastic capes. You get to posing your action figures, and you're doing a kick or whatever, and the cape is staying perfectly straight. I want it to kind of be a little more form-fitting, so I just don't want them to look like, I don't know, don't just put a cloth cape on for the sake of putting a cloth cape or a cloth robe and then it looks horrible. Might take the extra little bit, do a little more stitching and use some material for it. But yeah, the Mayfax. I know, Sash, you like cloth capes too. So the Mayfex, I've never really thought about buying any up until seeing the BVS and then the Star Wars and the Suicide Squad, like you said, Olivia. They look so good.
So good.
Yeah.
I have the
Joker looked great.
Sorry. Yeah. I have the Batfleck on pre-order, and it comes actually this month or next month. Finally, I think. I hope. So I'm looking really forward to getting that, and then I'm scared because it's probably going to make me want more.
I
Yeah.
would like to get the Batfleck, but the one Batfleck that I want to get the Desert Nightmare Batman. That looks
Oh yeah, that looks amazing.
fantastic.
It does. That looks so good. And Wonder Woman looks really, really good too. And I thought I was like this close to thinking about pre-ordering her before the movie came out, and I was like, yeah, but I don't know. And then the movie comes out, and I really liked her, and I was like, well, I should have pre-ordered her.
What else you got picking up from Mafex? Are you going down the whole Mafex rabbit hole, Anthony, as far as Star Wars?
No, I'm not. I mean, I really want that Kylo, like that. Oh man, that Kylo, and I have to get Vader. If they ever come out with a Darth Maul, I'll definitely pick that shit up. But I don't know. I guess I would pick and choose my characters. I'm not going to get everyone because I guess I'm trying to go down the more of the figure arts Star Wars rabbit hole than the Mafex. Just due to Mafex is actually. I still think that they're second tier to figure arts. They're getting there. They're
Really?
close. They're close. They're getting there, but I still don't think they have it. They're on figure arts' level. I still don't.
That's what I was going to ask. Figure arts or Mafex? Is still figure arts still the reigning?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, either or, it doesn't matter. You're going to get a great figure.
Are you talking just Star Wars, or are you saying overall?
Overall, I'm talking overall.
Overall, it's figure arts.
Figure arts, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, overall, it's figure arts. When it comes to Star Wars, it's close.
Yeah.
Because look at what we're getting, but yet we haven't really had anything released besides Vader. So jury's still out on that.
Yeah. But I think they'll probably catch up because.
They're going to catch up,
yeah. They're looking really good, so.
And they're around the same price point too. So.
What is their price point? Because I have yet to buy either.
$44.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but you have to make sure that you pre-order from like HLJ or Ami or something, or you're gonna have. If you go through like Big Bad Torso, they're gonna charge an extra like $10-20 once it gets over here. Because they like
figure arts or for Mafex.
Usually both, because it's like they basically no, because that's what I see.
No, Mafex is $44 on Big Bad Torso.
Like Big Bad Torso? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad.
For figure arts, it's gonna be like $60-70.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. Because they basically charge you to like, because they're doing the importing, and then they're passing it on to you. So I always go through like HLJ. Yeah. I go through like HLJ. My Batfleck, I had like a coupon, so I got my Batfleck Mafex Batfleck for like under $40. It was like 36 or something after my coupon. It was great.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing right now is writing this down because I've never done HLJ. Got it. All right, cool.
There's a bunch of different overseas websites you can find. Yeah. There's a ton.
AMI, Ami, and then there's one like the ones with the numbers .jp, whatever that one's called. Can't remember what that one is.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Rob's studying.
I'm studying and checking up. Michael that runs the DC Comics collectors group says hopefully they won't cancel. He was talking about the Icons lines. Hopefully they won't cancel it. DC has been canceling a lot of figures lately that they've been coming out with, saying that we're going to get and pushing them off. And he said cloth capes depends on what figure it is. He's 50-50 on. And I think that's the biggest thing is I don't want you to throw a cloth goods on if you're not really thinking out of the process. Like, oh, people want cloth goods, so we're just going to staple one on a figure and be done with it. Like, some look really good, and others were like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. That's like you know, I personally feel like if we're talking just capes, which generally speaking, I don't love cloth capes because I feel like the cloth capes that like they've been giving us, Mattel, for example, like with the 66 Batman, they're just like one thin sheet of cloth.
Yep.
And it's like, that's not attractive. The wire helps a little bit. I think they should always be wired because that posability factor is really fun. But like they should give us like two like nice layers or like a nice flowing fabric. Like when people do custom capes, they look way better than the ones the manufacturers give us. So it's kind of like a toss-up. It's like, well, are we generally speaking, yes, cloth capes can look awesome, but the ones the manufacturers give us,
They're garbage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're cheap.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
But
they can look so much better. Have you guys seen? I posted this in the chat a few days ago, but a YouTuber called Zubby.
I saw the link and didn't click on it, so do tell.
Somebody posted one of her videos on the I think one of the Legends community.
I did see that where she's making the cape and putting the white. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She did a really, really nice job, and she did a Taskmaster cape that was like white on one side, orange on the inside. She put the wire through, and it looked really, really, really nice. So like if manufacturers did that, that would be great, but they're not going to. So in the meantime, we can make our own cloth case that look really. Yeah, it's really. She did a great tutorial, so I recommend it if you're interested.
Yeah, I did.
I've never heard of this girl before, but I'm like, oh my god, it's another girl. She's talking about action figures. Like, yay! So I definitely subscribed, and she's got some cool videos on like tutorials and stuff. And then she does like stop motion. It's pretty cool. So.
Stu just put a picture of the best cloth cape, Batman. I'm gonna go off camera here, because I have that figure. It's sitting somewhere behind me. That is so funny that you put that up there. Whoa, crap! Now I can't find it. Wouldn't you know? Because I was like, because I think it came with the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises Batmobile.
Here, I got you.
Like,
I'll screen share. Hold on.
I got you.
Yeah, screen share. I was like, what the hell?
Wait, hold on a second.
Stand by. I know. As soon as you put it up, I'm gonna find this thing.
It's a race, guys. Who's gonna win?
I can find another crappy Mattel one.
Can you guys see this? Is it up?
Can you see it? Is it up? That's what she said. We just see us. That's
we saw. Okay, we're on.
I'm on two different. Hold on.
Make it stop.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you're probably gonna beat me to it by the time I find it, because I actually looked at it, was like, get the hell out of here. I gave him a toss, so I think he went way too far. Yeah, I can't find him.
I got it. Hold up.
Hold up.
Come on, load. Fudge.
You are screen sharing.
You see it?
No.
No.
What the fuck?
I see you're sharing the screen that we're on.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's the kind of crap we don't want.
That is fucking awful. It's like the Total Heroes line too. Those shitty ass capes.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, why is Kylo Ren $34.99 and Obi-Wan Kenobi's $44.99?
I think Obi-Wan has more accessories, or bigger accessories.
That's bullshit, though. It's the same shit. He comes with a table. You're telling me a table is worth fucking $10 more? Come on, Hasbro.
The table has a light in it.
Hey, I didn't price it, man.
That's bullshit.
Olivia,
I'm talking to Hasbro. Fuck you, Hasbro.
Wow, Anthony's taking a lot on Olivia. Crap.
Yeah, really. What did I do?
But this is according to yakface.com. Good website, by the way.
Yeah.
Yakface.
One I used to go to quite a bit was Rebel Scum. I believe they're probably still around, but Yakface became my go-to page as far as action figures. Because I like Rebel.
The box looks good, man. Look at that box.
We're still on your.
I still see Batman.
Yeah.
What? Oh, god damn it!
Anthony's just browsing away, and we're like staring at Batman here.
Sorry, I'll go to the. Hold on.
There we go.
Because I'm on two different browsers. That's why I'm dicking around.
There we go.
Yak.
There
you go. There's the box, and then that's what they look like, and it says.
Yeah, that's nice.
Obi-Wan's table is going to have a light in it. You're going to push a button, and a Leia will glow. So I think just probably
$10.
Ta-da, $10. Yeah.
That's bullshit. It's not worth $10. That's like $2, $1.
That would be cool though if she lights up.
Yeah.
I doubt she will. I doubt she will. You
It
watch.
says right there, cloth robes and table, which lights up to a holographic
Oh.
Princess Leia.
Oh yeah. Wow, I'm
Damn it,
blind.
Anthony.
I need bifocals apparently.
Now, if Kylo came with a table that's full of some ashes that you could set the helmet in, that'd be kind of cool.
What?
You know, the Darth Vader's helmet sits in a table of ashes from all the people that Kylo has killed in the
Mhm.
movie.
Yep.
You know, give us that.
Yeah. Stupids. Or give us a light up lightsaber.
That'd be cool. I mean, that would almost have to be affixed to his hand the whole time.
No, you could do like a glow in the dark almost, but like a red glow.
Oh yeah,
That would
yeah.
be sweet. Because then when you turn off the lights, he'd be like one of those dark scenes where he's in the woods. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I'm looking at my mystery mini of the Joker that he's a glow in the dark. So I
Mhm.
turn the lights on and he glows. They could do something like that. I'm surprised they haven't done something like that with the lightsabers, where you get a glow in the dark feature. So you just put under light, and I love the. Oh, we lost. Did we lose Olivia?
Bye.
Yeah, she like
Frozen.
froze.
She's frozen in time.
It's a real funny face. I don't know if you can see the thumbnail.
It's like this. What else? That's it, I think, for Star Wars as far as reveals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
There you are.
I don't know what just happened, sorry.
But yeah, I think I don't know. I'm not going to bite on the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives at all.
I'll try on Hasbro
Yeah, so am
Toy
I.
Shop. That's it.
Yeah.
Even if I just get one, I'm fine with that. But that's about all.
I can see Anthony's Facebook chat flashing and saying the woman.
The woman. The woman is right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try on Hasbro Toy Shop and see what happens. Are there Legends exclusives yet?
I haven't heard.
Yeah, it's that bullshit box set. That sucks.
Which one? Oh, that Spider-Man box set?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's supposed to be
Oh.
the raft. And it makes no sense because why would
Right.
Enchantress be on the raft?
Oh.
It makes
I'll
no
tell
sense.
you, but you know what? It'd probably be smart to order one and hold on to it for a year because in a year from now it'll probably be $300 like the Book of Ashanti.
Yeah, but the Book of Ashanti was actually good.
yeah, but
It made so much sense.
but people don't care.
Yeah. Are you guys? Am I still screen sharing with you guys or no?
No, we
your-
can see you now.
Your face is there now.
All right.
Yeah, your face is there now. Thanks. Could have done without that. So it's only been Hasbro that's done any type of major reveals for San Diego, and that's what, 2 weeks out? Am I
Yeah,
right in saying?
we're getting there. It's the 20-something. I think it's the weekend of the 23rd, 24th. So
Yes.
like 2.5 weeks ish.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
I think that's it.
I don't know how people stand in those fucking lines, man. I would. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how I couldn't do it. I don't have the patience. No.
Yeah,
no.
we're only going to one day of New York Comic Con this year. We've made the decision finally.
I don't blame you, because I mean, when you go to them, like I went the one time. It was my first time, and I was like, you know what? I can't do this shit every year.
Yeah, we've been doing this. We do like 3 to 4 days every year, and this year we were like, you know what? Like, the panels are ridiculous to get into, and everything else. We're just gonna go for one really long Saturday. Go to what we can. Hit artists. We spend most of our time in like Artist Alley anyway, which is the most fun. You get to meet people.
Yep.
You get to
Yeah.
buy art. So we're like, you know what? Save some money on the 4-day pass. Buy Saturdays. We don't have to travel in and out of the city or stay in a hotel if it's too expensive. So make a big day of it. That'll be enough.
Yep.
It's gonna be good.
I'm going to the local one. Ray Park is actually going to show up in Buffalo.
That's
So
cool.
I'm going to get to meet Ray Park. I'm going to have him sign my Figure Arts Darth Maul.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And so that's going to be pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that.
He was in Columbus at the Ohio Comic Convention 2 years ago, I think, when we went. His panel was pretty cool, and
He's a nice guy.
Oh,
I've met
yeah.
him. I've met him before. He's really nice.
Yeah.
So
they're pretty cool. I think Ellen and I always talk about going to San Diego or New York just to say that we've gone one time.
Yeah,
But we
it's
talked
worth
the
it
same.
once.
Now, and we probably
Yeah.
wouldn't do the 3-day because what we end up
No.
finding out that it's like we like to go to the panels if we could, but knowing for that we're going to solely go just for Artist Alley to go try and pick
Yeah.
up stuff, and if we happen to get, I don't want to spend all like hours in line, and I'm not getting a chance to roam around and get to talk and meet other people
Right.
rather than just be in a line when half the panels nowadays are televised, or not televised, but you know what I mean, they're streamed
Recorded, yeah.
in some fashion. So
Yeah.
it'd be cool to be in a room with the Justice League. Do you think we'll see Justice League footage that we've heard about at SDC this year?
I think so. Like a small clip or something.
I think we'll see Wonder Woman.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And we'll see. We'll at least see a picture of the Justice League. I think, like in there, all together in their suits.
Michael just asked. I was getting ready to say SDC. If I just pulled it up here, is July 21st and 24th this year. So that's when that's going to be. So a couple weeks. Today's the 3rd. So yeah, we've got two full weeks before the week of the show. So, and I would imagine that a lot of the reveals are probably. I'd be surprised by this time next week that we would probably start to see more stuff filter through, and then the week following, definitely leading up to, is, I mean, half the time you'll see what the exclusives are before you even get to the day of. So,
Right.
anything else you guys have to just kind of on your mind at the moment before we kind of roll out for the day? I know I kind of had the idea of chatting for a little bit about action figures, kind of stemmed out, but I know it's 4th of July weekend. I'm sure everybody's got things to do later on this evening. Are you guys working Monday? Either of you at all?
I just want to answer this question real quick. RM Forever TV asked us when will Suicide Squad be out. It'll be out August 5th.
Yes.
So there's your
Yeah.
answer.
I can't see it the day it comes out. That's like the. Oh wait, that's a Friday, right? Yeah. So that means it'd probably be out Thursday night at like 7 p.m.
Yep.
Which is when I'll see it, because I have a wedding on the 5th. And then my birthday's on the 7th. Yay!
Oh, dip.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go see Suicide Squad. Probably day of. How are you guys feeling about Suicide Squad coming into it?
Really excited. Oh, Stu wants our opinions on Brexit.
What my opinion is, why do we have to short everything and do? Are we such a lazy society now that we can't say Britain's exit? I had to ask
Yes.
Ellen. I said, "What's Brexit?" She's
I
like,
thought it was like something you eat. Would you like some Brexit? with your
Brexit,
name?
does it come with tea? I just hate the whole thing that somebody's got to type out. This chat says, action figure discussion, what should DC do? So I'm going to be lazy and call, the AFDWSD do. I'm like,
What?
like, what? Just say it. Are we that lazy that we have to abbreviate everything? So I
Yeah.
thought Brexit was a person, to be perfectly honest. I had to ask Ellen, I'm like, what's Brexit? She looked at me like, what? I said, I see it. I don't. Is this
What did you just call me?
Yeah, you call me a Brexit? So I don't think it affects the U.S. as much as it probably will, other than the stocks and stuff. That's what my wife does. So people will freak out and go, oh, we got to sell crap. No, chill for like 4 seconds and just wait. Quit making the stock market do this. So I don't know. Do you guys have any opinions on it? I know it's gotta suck for the people that are leaving. And the funny thing is that seeing the not reviews, but people talk about it like, oh, I want to revote. I really didn't pay attention to what I was voting for in the first place. That's like, now you're stupid.
You're stupid. Like, what? I didn't think my vote would count. What? Like, that's not how it works.
What do you want, chocolate or vanilla?
Oh, that's how it works in the U.S. though.
Yeah.
Fucking
want chocolate or vanilla? Here's chocolate.
Electoral college. Don't get me started on that. Crap.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
sorry.
Yeah. No, I think that's probably where we're going to put a pin in it for the show. I know that we'll probably just hop back on and be chatting,
Stu, don't start, Stu.
Oh, here we go.
You know how I get about that.
Oh no.
We got.
You know how I get.
We should just end here.
Because we know we're going to go into
Don't
another.
bring up X-Men movies around me.
Don't you dare!
How dare you?
I enjoyed it too. But
Ugh.
on like a oh, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, right.
That's it. Not like that was amazing, because it wasn't amazing. It was just like entertaining.
It was entertaining. Yeah. Will I buy the movie? Probably. Am I going to buy it, Dave, when it comes out? No.
Oh, that's a $5 bin.
That's a $5 bin just because I've got the other ones and blah blah blah.
Even Comic Girl 19 shit on that movie. Like,
yeah, she did.
she shit all over it. She's like, "This is fucking terrible. Don't watch this. Just go watch." She said, "Go watch the animated show. Don't even watch this."
Although I will say, because he did ask about. Stu says, I may illegally download it.
Don't. It's not even worth the download time. It's not worth the download time. Don't do it.
You're going to jail.
Not worth the bandwidth.
This.
Yeah.
We're just going to put you in jail just because you downloaded this.
Yes.
Although I will say about that scene he was asking real quick, it was like the scene in Days Before Future Past, the Quicksilver scene, I thought was probably the coolest thing of the movie. And then to do almost basically the same thing in Apocalypse, like you couldn't think of another thing we could do. Stop time and you're moving stuff. I'm like, I've already seen it. I mean, yeah, you're saving a bunch of people, but give me a different take on that scene, not just, hey, this worked the first time, let's do it again, which we've seen a million times in a million other movies and books and figures. Hey, it worked once, let's do it again. And that's when you start churning out crap. But as ODC would say, X-Men have been churning out crap from day one.
Since 2000.
Yeah.
Churning out shit since 2000. and the thing that baffles me is that people are like, the 2000 movie was a classic. Yeah, a classic piece of shit. That's what it is. Do you read the X-Men? No, apparently you don't, because you don't understand the characters, and neither does Bryan Singer. He still refuses to pay any significant homage. He completely shit all over the Cyclops character. I can't get into this. He got the Sentinels completely wrong. He turned them into cyborgs when they're robots. They don't use the bone marrow of humans or Mystique. Mystique isn't that big of a deal in the comics to begin with. I don't know why she's in every single film that we have.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Well, before that, she
yeah.
was in 3 films. She didn't belong in 3 films.
I could not have told you really who Mystique was other than...
Because there's a half-naked woman. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Well, we got to appeal to the men. Well, guess what? Men don't give a shit about stuff like that. That's misogynistic bullshit. We don't need to see a half-naked woman to go watch an X-Men film. That's not the selling point of the X-Men. That's ignorant. That's why Bryan Singer's a hack. And on top of that, he wouldn't let any cast member read any of the comments or comics. So they couldn't use the references of the actual real characters that they're trying to go off of, because he wouldn't allow it. He wanted their own interpretation of the character. So it's so beyond what the characters actually are, because he's an ignorant piece of shit.
It's a shell of what the character is, which I've always hated. Like, look, this is Batman. It's like, no, Michael, I'm going to crap all over the 89 film, but yes, this is Batman, and he's dressed up and he looks like Batman. Or he's using Cyclops. He's a Cyclops by name only, but he's sure as heck not acting like Cyclops. He doesn't have the same relationships like Cyclops. So I'm liking that a lot of the actual Marvel studio films are following their source material, and at least if they're not following the source material, they go, here's how Captain America should act, talk, and speak. This is how you do it. Go, rather than Singer's version of like, okay, you're Psylocke, and do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
I
It's-
hate that.
It's that simple, and we all know. And the funny thing is that people just need to stop supporting these X-Men movies. Like, I have not seen an X-Men movie. What was the last one I saw? I gave what was it? First Class. Oh no, I saw Days of Future
Days of
Past,
Future
and I wanted to strangle myself. So like I gave that. That was like the last shot. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I'm done watching the same shit every single movie. It's the same shit with him since he's come out with these movies in 2000. And granted, I know he didn't do the second one, but it doesn't matter. It's just terrible. He doesn't get it. He's never going to. And the fact that people still support it is only prolonging the fucking more terrible movies. Because the more people support it, the farther away Marvel's grasp I can't talk. Grasp I can't talk. My God.
Yeah.
The more people support it is what I'm trying to say. The more people that support these films, it's harder for Marvel to get their grasp back on the franchise. So stop supporting it, and it'll go back to Marvel, and everything will be fixed. I'm telling you. Look what they've done with the Avengers. Look what they've done with everything. The only Fox character that they got right was Deadpool, and that's because they fought Fox to do it their way.
Yeah. I think it's really, really, really long time at this point before Marvel gets X-Men back, but I think they're going to get the Fantastic Four back a lot sooner than people think.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I think they've given up on them.
Yeah, they have screwed that up so badly at this point. And if they get Fantastic Four back, they get, Doctor Doom, they get the
Galactus, Silver Surfer.
Right. What is it? They don't have the Krees or the Skrulls, whichever one.
Yeah.
I can't keep track.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna go for that.
No, they have the Kree.
They don't have one or the
other.
other. Yeah. Then they have they don't have the Skrulls or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're probably gonna go for that. I think sooner than we think.
I would assume within the next year or so they get them back, because if they got Spider-Man,
yeah,
they're gonna get their characters back.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Even if they don't, they'll probably do what they did with Spider-Man and make a deal with Fox. Not so much like get the actual rights, but work something out where they can use the characters in the Marvel universe.
That's what I was going to ask. If Spider-Man does very well, do you think Marvel will then go, see, if you allow us to use these characters, you're going to appeal to so many more people, and people are going to be like, oh, good, now Spider-Man can interact with all these other people, and you have Marvel going, this is how you need to frame your characters. Tell the story you want to tell, but they need to kind of follow these archetypes that will make sense. And I think that'll be something like for the X-Men or Fantastic Four to go, okay, yeah, we'll let you to do that.
I think between the train wreck of Fan Four Stick and the success that Spider-Man had with just Civil War, and he was in the film for, 15, 20 minutes, I think Fox has got to be looking at that going, maybe there's something we could do here.
Yeah,
so.
There's going to be some sort of deal, and Disney owns Marvel. Disney has as much money as they want. They bought Star Wars. Like, they took Star Wars away from George Lucas.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to be dead in his grave before that thing went anywhere. So, if Disney wants something, they're going to get it. That's just what that's what's going to happen. Fox is going to have to give the X-Men back, and I will be relishing the day that happens, because as far as all the other X-Men films that are not even existent, like they don't even exist to me, because that's how piss poor they've been done. They couldn't get First Class properly done. They couldn't even do the proper team, and they screwed up their own timeline. The whole timeline is all screwed up. The continuity is all screwed up, and they even tried to admit their failure with Days of Future Past, but they still screwed it up, even in this movie. And I haven't seen Apocalypse because I refuse to see any more of those films, but I know all the spoilers, I know how it ends, and I know the story. So. Yeah,
that was the one moment in Apocalypse where they find, spoilers, I'm just going to say it, they find Wolverine, and it's like, wow, they find Hugh Jackman Wolverine when in the same timeline They go back to Jean Grey when she's 12 years old, and now she's 26-year-old, and this is the first. And like, what? What the hell is happening in this entire scene? Yeah,
It's like they're not even trying to really connect all the movies.
Exactly.
yeah.
And I'm the same way with the G.I. Joe movies too. That shit is terrible. Retaliation was one of the worst things I've ever seen. It was a Rock. The Rock took over the movie. It was terrible. I mean, there's tons of movies that are like that. So it's not just the X-Men that I'm trying to say this is the problem. The only problem is the X-Men. But I'm saying a lot of movies do it, and it needs to stop.
How about to end on a slightly lighter note?
Okay.
Anthony tells us how excited he is to have Figuarts wrestling figures.
Oh my God! when a Shawn Michaels figure is released, I'm going to run up the wall. I'm gonna run up the wall. I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna get The Rock and Stone Cold. I have to get those. They look awesome, man. I'm so happy that this is finally happening because. Granted, I like the Mattel stuff. I like what Mattel does with that line because they boo at wrestling.
Yes, so that's why I was laughing. Boo wrestling.
But you know what? Wrestling is no different from the comics. When you think about characters and having different types of characters and them all kind of battling each other, it's not that different from comics when you really think about it. It's just that it's real life people doing fake stuff in real life. That's all. But the essence of characters is what I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having those different types of characters and then seeing them intertwine with each other. It's no different from any sort of comic is the point I'm trying to make. But anyway, back to the figures. I've been clamoring for this type of articulation with wrestling figures, and I think all wrestling fans have been. And these are perfect because they're going to do the characters so well. Because these are meant for people who can afford these type of figures. These are meant for adult collectors, not meant for little kids. So they're going to get these right, and they're going to do them. Oh my God, I can't wait! I'm so happy that we finally have these as wrestling fans. But I digress. I won't talk about wrestling anymore. I know everyone's ears are bleeding, but
No.
I will say this about wrestling. I was always amazed at going through the toy aisle. I'm going, wow, wrestling figures are still around. Wasn't that like 1985? Like, wait, hold on a second. Before Anthony rips my head off, I was like, shouldn't this be dead and done with Junkyard Dog? Like, I remember the cartoon show, and then the more you've been posting stuff in our chat about it, I'm starting to look at it and like, wrestling is huge. There are people that are as fanatical.
The longest episodic show ever. Running.
Yeah. So
ever running. It's
at it from that way.
It makes more money. WrestleMania makes more money than the fucking Super Bowl, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's huge.
I didn't realize. Once I got out of that, and I thought, oh, it began and ended with me. And then just going through the toy aisle, I started looking through stuff. I'm like, this is going on like it's like the days of our lives. Like there's a story going on with these characters that people really really love and respect. And I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but like the athleticism that some of these people have is just mind blowing. It must be something really cool to be at a wrestling arena and see all this take place. It's got to be pretty cool.
And the wrestling figures are nice too. Like Mattel puts more love into that line than they did.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
The DC figures lately, anyway.
Yeah, the different type of bodies, everything. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only line.
Better.
Yeah, it is. It's so much better.
They
I think
do like double joints. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
they
keep
do.
interrupting you every time.
No, it's fine. I would say the only line that's probably better than the WWE Elite collection is probably Motu, because that's their baby.
Yeah.
Even that though, like the you don't see double elbows or knees on any of those, and
yeah, but
they're bigger.
You look at the quality of the sculpts, though, and they're there. They're not there with the wrestling figures. Wrestling figures have a lot of paint applications, but they don't do a lot of whole lot of sculpting. Granted, you do get a lot of different sized bodies, which is fantastic due to people's are larger and skinnier and smaller and taller, and so you do get a lot of variety there. But with the sculpts, though, Motu's got them.
Yeah. On that note, though, did you got any of you, or any of you? I'm not, but are any of you Thundercats fans? Because they're doing.
I love the Thundercats back in the day.
Mattel's doing a Thundercats line based on the Motu
Yeah.
sculpt, basically
Yeah.
Motu.
See, I think that's a little bit too big for the Thundercats, though, because Lionel wasn't like.
They're more
massively
streamlined.
jacked.
Panthro might have been, but not Lino and Chitara. No.
Yeah, I got a feeling they're gonna be too big. They're gonna
I think
be all bulky.
I think you kind of just have to think of it as like don't think of it as like these are the same bodies as Motu, because then you're gonna think scale wise they're similar. But like if you just look at them as like this is a new line of Thundercats figures, cool. It's probably not gonna look too big. They're very sturdy figures. They're very like
Yeah.
they're not necessarily bulky, though if you think about it, they kind of are. But whatever. They look nice, and they showed them back. They showed them like last year, but they're finally coming out. I think this month is when they start, or next month. I think it's a subscription service. I think
it
it's
is,
like
too.
like the Motu sub.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool.
They do look good, but yeah.
Excellent. Well, how about we put in a pin in it here? Thanks everybody for.
Before Stu brings something else up.
Stu's now on.
Yeah, he's now. Lionel was big, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, he looks big.
No,
to me.
but he's tall though.
He's tall. Yeah.
He's tall. Like I'm telling you, the what was it? I gotta look it up. I have the Lionel that was released.
Rob's like, guys, I keep trying to end this show.
Hold on.
We're still going here.
See, this looks like Lionel. Like this is the figure I have that was released before this Motu. I'll screen share real quick. Hold on.
I had Panthro and.
Hold on, I'll just share it on the thing. Hold on.
Mine were from back in the day, where it's just like classic action figure articulation: arm forward, arm back, head turn, and leg. That was it.
Where are you? Where the hell did that picture go? Oh, come on. Of course, the one picture.
How old of a figure was it?
Like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was anything that
Come on,
new out.
computer, with the fudge.
While you're looking that up, Thundercats and then another cartoon series that I liked that I had quite a few figures were Silverhawks. Do you remember Silverhawks at all?
No, I don't know.
Silverhawks were cool. They were part like cyber, like almost like cyborg, but they could fly in space. They were all like bird themed. They came on right after Thundercats, as Thundercats was ending.
Oh, Stu knows Silverhawks apparently.
Yeah, I love Silverhawks. That was cool. Thing that I'm really excited about is Voltron. There's a Netflix series that are coming out.
It's out already.
Oh, is it out already? I didn't know if it was out.
You haven't watched it yet? People are loving it.
Then I'm gonna have to. Then I thought it wasn't until the latter part of July.
No, it's out. People love it.
Yeah, as much as I like Transformers, I'll take Voltron over Transformers any day. Any day of the week.
What's happening right now? Is Anthony still trying to...
Yeah, I think Anthony's still trying. Yeah, Lieber may
There we go.
There we go. I'm saving that picture, by the way, Stu. Thanks for posting it.
Hey, I posted it.
Oh, you posted it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Olivia. Is that from Noel, or is that just something new from him? Because it looks
I think it's something new because I don't know. Scott Snyder just posted it.
There you go.
Lieber Mayho put it on Instagram. What is it? What are we looking? Where? Hold on. Oh.
Right there.
I can remember seeing
See,
that.
that's the size Lionel should be, not Motu Buck is
Motu's
too
gonna be
big, dude.
big.
Look at
He'll
the
look too
size of this
fat.
shit.
Yeah, he'll be way too fat big. Although I hate the yellow pegs down at the boot.
Well, I think on mine they were painted.
Oh, okay. Then that might have just been the mock-up.
But here's see now look, Lionel was this is the figure that was released. Now there it is next to a Motu body. They're gonna be too short. Like that. This
Is that
was a perfect.
That's not a Motu body, is it?
This is Motu right here.
Yeah.
That He-Man right there that I'm pointing at.
Oh.
You see it?
Yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah.
This is not a Motu body. No, that Lionel's not a Motu body. This is
No,
the
no,
pre-
I know. The
Oh.
He-Man just looks so short now. Because that red skull is Legends, right?
Yeah. And the
No, that's not Legends. That's Marvel Select.
Select. Okay, that's okay. that
Oh
makes
yeah,
more
yeah.
sense.
Dang it.
Okay.
All right.
Wait a minute. Okay, so wait. Oh no, never mind. Wait.
That's a custom.
Really?
Don't.
Yeah.
That's Jin Santome's custom. This is the regular release. But these came out about 2 years ago, and they came
well,
out
that says
in this
8
month.
inches though. Lion-O's 8 inch. It said 8. Oh, that's a 6 inch. Never mind.
Yeah, the Motus are traditionally a little bit shorter.
Yeah, but they're too he's
They're
too
too short.
muscular. Look at that shit.
It looks so good though. Still. Oh. Like I'm looking at the Lion-O Mattel Lion-O, and he does look bulky, but he just looks good anyway.
Now, if they did it in a way that they're using Motu like style, and they're gonna make the figures, higher and taller in height and more proportionate, then it might work if they're gonna put that type. Yeah, look at that. That's small. So,
It's too short.
yeah.
He looks like a little dwarf.
Yeah, he's shrunk down too much. Like
But,
Stretch
people are
Armstrong.
gonna buy them because they gotta have it. I don't know. That glove looks too big. His fucking that glove looks too big. How big that shit looks.
Yeah.
It's like bigger than his leg. I don't know. I mean, people will buy them, but it's not for me. It's just another reason for people to get into a subscription line that's overpriced.
Yeah.
Most likely.
They'd be cool, but I don't know. There are things from my childhood and my youth that I would love to have, like as much as I love just even Voltron to come out with a whole bunch of stuff like that.
See, this is how we should look. This is a Mezco Lionel, and he's not supposed to be like this. He's supposed to be like tall and like almost like ripped, not like friggin' roided up. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe
Roy-to-know.
Different topic. Rob, the Lee Bermejo art that I posted in the chat is an All-Star Batman variant cover for the new Scott Snyder All-Star Batman.
Oh, I got to pick that up.
Yeah, that looks really, really good.
That is a beautiful picture. Can you screen share that at all? Find that?
Yeah. Oh, now I have to figure this out. Okay, let me try.
Look at how big this shit is. I gotta open this up today.
My God, dude, that is enormous. 3 figures? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
Is that working? I did it. I did it.
You did it.
It's not very big though, because it was on Instagram. Let me zoom in. There.
Yeah, that is Noel. You can tell by the bat logo. It's attaching to there.
Yeah. Yep.
That is absolutely beautiful. I want that.
That Robin design is cool. Like it makes him look
I like that. Yeah.
Like he's got legs, bare legs, but like he's wearing actual shorts and knee pads and like boots. That's cool. That would be a cool figure.
I like that.
The BVS Robin could work like that. I wondered because the Robin suit looks like it's wearing shorts. I'm like, how are you going to do that? But he pulled that off. Yeah, I want that.
He pulled that off. Yeah, that'd be a cool figure, man. Well, Lee Bermejo's getting a designer series. I mean,
I want that Batman.
Really cool.
That looks cool.
Yeah, that Batman's awesome. Imagine they make this Robin. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
What is that, Anthony? I'm gonna go back to you real quick.
Oh, it's the True Heroes. It's a Toys R Us exclusive line, but they're
That's
in perfect scale.
It's got a
with
handle.
GI Joes. Yeah, it's got a handle on top. It also has a handle on the plane as well. This is a AC-130. Is the real life term for the
That is
plane.
enormous.
It's huge. It fits up to 14 figures.
Are you serious?
Yes, 14. It's got lights, sounds, everything. It's got flyby. It's got guns. Multiple different sounds. This thing is huge. Like that's what
I
she said.
can't wait till you figure out how to review that.
I don't know yet.
You're
I might do it. I might actually do a review outside with it because it might make it easier.
Yeah.
And it's nice out. I was actually thinking about shooting the review today, but there's a whole section where there's a command center in it with like blueprints. This thing is loaded with accessories, so it's
Can
pretty
I-
awesome.
Can I ask the price on that bad boy? For those that may be
it was-
inquiring.
If you go to Toys R Us right now, I believe, what was it? This week they're doing a 20% off on all True Heroes. So I got it for $40. It's originally $50, but even if you spend the $50, you're getting a ton of shit. You get 3 figures and a huge plane that could seat almost up to 14 GI Joes or other True Heroes figures. So, and it fits right in with your GI Joes. So it's definitely you're getting your bang for the buck. Yeah, I was pretty happy with getting it. So
Excellent. Well, I think that's a good spot to go out on. we're going to keep going down this rabbit hole.
yeah,
So
We should just say goodbye now.
yeah, we say goodbye right now. Thanks to Automatica and ODC for wanting to do the chat. And I always like where these things go. We've got a topic of discussion, and we only stayed on it for a little bit and went somewhere else. But hey, that's cool. Definitely check out ODC. That's me's Facebook and YouTube channel. Check out Automatica's Facebook and YouTube channel. Check out Stu Murray 47 and Chapman Films channels. We're here with us in spirit. I don't think we did a really good job of checking back and forth. DC Collectors Exchange. Michael was chatting with us for a little bit. He's got a really good Facebook group over there, so I know a lot of us are on that. And of course, Knucklehead here, Rob's Rogues. We'll all have a bunch of other stuff coming up here on our respective channels. So we'll see you guys out there. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we won't wait another couple months to do another one. Everybody later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.